everybody, welcome to Chapter 3, which is solving application problems. And we're going to start with section 3.1, which is all about perimeter. So perimeter, I know that sometimes you guys have to memorize all kinds of perimeter formulas. We don't need to do that. All perimeter is the distance around a figure. So if you want to find perimeter, all you need to do is add all of the side lengths together. So perimeter equals the sum of all the side lengths. That's it. You ready to give it a try? In example 1, I've got some pictures for you of some different figures, and we're going to find the perimeter of each one. In part A, I have a nice rectangle where the width is 11, the length is 27, and let's find the perimeter. So to find the perimeter, you add all four sides together. So we'll add 27 plus 11 plus 27 plus 11. That's it. Once you add all of those up, you'll get a perimeter of 76. The units are the same as the units of measurement, so it's still in meters. Okay, let's try another one. In part B, I have a triangle for you. My side lengths are 16, 30, and 34 millimeters. So to find the perimeter, we'll add our side lengths together. We're going to add 16 plus 30 plus 34. And when you add all of those together, we'll get 80. And our units are still in millimeters, just like they were before. Last one is kind of an irregular looking shape, but we can still find the perimeter of it. So let's see, my side lengths, I'll start over here, are 9, 18, 15, 6, another 6, and 12. And if I add all of those side lengths together, I'll get 66. My units are all in feet, and my answer is going to be in feet as well. So that's it. Next up, let's do some word problems. Alright, in example 2, start out with the perimeter of a rectangle is 36 inches, and its width is 6 inches. What is its length? Sometimes with word problems, it's helpful to draw a picture. I certainly think that's the case in this one. So I've got a rectangle, and let's see, we know that the perimeter is 36, and we know that the width is 6. So I'll make 6 our width on both sides. What is the length? I'm going to give it an L for length, so here's one length and there's the other length. So if I'm comparing this for the perimeter, remember that perimeter is adding all of our side lengths together. So the perimeter for my rectangle would be 6 plus L plus 6 plus L. And I know that the perimeter equals 36, so now I can say that 36 is equal to all of that. Then I can go ahead and combine some like terms to solve my equation. So I've got an L and an L, so that would be 2L. I've got a 6 plus a 6, which would be 12. So now I have an equation that I can solve. I have 36 equals 2L plus 12. And if I want to solve for L, I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. Then I'll have 24 equals 2L. And I can divide both sides by 2 to solve for L. I'm going to have the L as 12. In my problem here, everything was in inches, and so my length is also going to be in inches. And if you want to double check it, you could substitute a 12 back in. 6 plus 12 would be 18. Plus 6 would be 24, and 24 plus 12 would give you 36, which would be perfect. Next one says the perimeter of a parallelogram is 52 centimeters, and the length of one side is 20 centimeters. What are the lengths of all four sides? Alright, so let's see here. So a parallelogram is kind of a slanty looking rectangle. It looks like that, where our sides are parallel and the opposite sides are equal to each other. So that's what a parallelogram looks like. So it tells us that the perimeter of our parallelogram is 52 centimeters. Length of one of the sides is 20, so let's make this one 20. So with a parallelogram, opposite sides have the same side length. So if this one is 20, the other one is also going to be 20 right across from it. And we need to know the other side length, so I need to know this top and bottom. So it doesn't matter which variable you give it, so how about an x just for fun? So I'll make the unknown side, give it a variable, and the opposite side will be the same variable. So the perimeter for my parallelogram would be 20 plus x plus 20 plus x. I would add all of those side lengths together. I know that my perimeter equals 52, so now I'm going to have 52 equals all of this, and I can combine like terms again. X and x would be 2x. 20 plus 20 would be 40. So now I have 52 equals 2x plus 40. And I can solve for x to find my missing lengths. So I'll go ahead and subtract 40 from both sides to solve here. 52 minus 40 would be 12. So now I have 12 equals 2x. And last thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 2 to get rid of the 2. So now I'm going to have 6 equals x. So now I know all my lengths. I know that x is 6. So it says, what are the lengths of all four sides? So my lengths for all four sides would be 20 centimeters, 20 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 6 centimeters. So those would be my four lengths. Last one I have here has this irregular shape, and it says that the perimeter of this irregular figure is 54 inches. So my perimeter is 54 inches. Everything else looks like it's in inches, so that's nice and consistent. It says, what is the length of this missing side? Has a question mark. So I like to give the question mark a variable, so let's just make it, how about an x? So if I'm doing my perimeter of this whole thing, I'm going to add all my side lengths together. And it doesn't matter where you start. How about I start on the 7? So I'll have 7 plus 4 plus another 4, another 4, this 4, that 4, and we finally made it past all the 4s to an 11, just to have a couple more 4s thrown in. So plus 4, and then we have our x right here. And if you notice, I marked them off as I went around, partly so you guys knew what in the world I was writing, but also so that I could keep track and make sure I didn't miss anybody. And that's a good strategy for you guys as well, to kind of mark things off as you go. So from here, I have a lot of simplifying where I can add all of these numbers up, right? And so if I add everything up, I'm going to get 46. So I'm going to have my perimeter of 54 equals all of those numbers added up, which is 46, and I still have a plus x. So then if I want to solve for x, the 46 is added to it, so I'll just subtract 46 from both sides. And I'll have 8 equals x, so that means that the length of my missing side would be 8 inches. If you notice with these, I always went back to the problem at the end to make sure that I actually solved the thing I was looking for, that it was in the format I'm looking for, and I answered it completely, okay? Because on this side, this problem, it only wanted x. In the previous problem, it wanted all four sides. So don't forget to read that problem again when you're finished, and make sure that you're answering these questions completely. If you guys have any questions along the way, please let me know. Hope you guys have a great week.